Imagine slaving away in your garden every year, replanting the same veggies, only to watch your grocery bills climb higher and higher. What if I told you there's a smarter way to garden that saves you time, money, and endless effort? That's right, perennial vegetables. These powerhouse plants let you plant once and harvest forever, turning your backyard or even a tiny balcony into a perpetual food factory. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of 10 perennial vegetables that are perfect for beginners, seniors, and urban gardeners alike. Whether you're dealing with limited space or just want easy gardening tips for low-maintenance crops, these will supercharge your harvests without the annual hassle. And stick around to the end for my exclusive bonus tip on multiplying your yields effortlessly. You won't want to miss this dream hack that seasoned gardeners swear by. And stick around to the end for my exclusive bonus tip on multiplying your yields effortlessly. You won't want to miss this dream hack that seasoned gardeners swear by. After years of tending gardens from sprawling rural plots to compact urban balconies, I've learned that the real magic in gardening lies in perennials. These aren't your typical annual veggies that demand replanting each season. They're the low-maintenance heroes that keep giving year after year. For beginners dipping their toes into easy gardening tips, or seniors looking for hassle-free options that don't require bending over backwards, perennial vegetables are a game changer. They save you serious cash. Think cutting your produce bill by up to 50% or more compared to store prices, where organic asparagus can run $5 a pound. Health-wise, they're packed with nutrition, fresher flavors, higher vitamins, and no pesticides if you grow them right. Plus, they're eco-friendly, reducing waste and supporting pollinators. Imagine harvesting nutrient-rich greens from your own yard, boosting your immune system while enjoying the therapeutic joy of gardening. These perennial crops thrive in USDA zones 5 to 11, making them accessible for most folks. Whether outdoors in raised beds or indoors in pots, they offer dual benefits, edible and ornamental, beautifying your space while feeding your family. Let's dive into these 10 wonders that promise endless harvests with minimal regret. Number 1. Asparagus, the elegant spear that keeps on giving. Let's kick off our list with asparagus, a classic perennial vegetable that's like the royalty of the garden. These tall, fern-like plants produce tender green spears that shoot up each spring, with feathery foliage that adds ornamental charm to your yard. Originating from Europe and Asia, asparagus has been cultivated for over 2,000 years, even praised by ancient Romans for its medicinal properties. Scientifically, it's packed with antioxidants and fiber, supporting digestive health and potentially lowering blood pressure. The benefits are endless. Expect harvests for up to 20 years from a single planting, yielding 1 to 2 pounds per plant annually. Compared to store-bought asparagus at $4 to $6 per pound, you'll save hundreds over time. It's nutrient-dense, rich in vitamins A, C, E, and K, plus folate for heart health. Risks? It can be invasive in ideal conditions, so contain it in beds. No major toxicity, but overeating might cause a harmless odor in urine. For easy gardening tips, plant crowns 1 foot deep in well-drained, sandy soil with a pH of 6 to 7, spacing them 18 inches apart in full sun. Ideal for USDA zones 3 to 8, but thrives up to 11 with mulch. Water deeply once a week, especially in dry spells, and fertilize with compost in spring. Recommended varieties include Jersey Night for disease resistance and Purple Passion for sweeter, colorful spears. Pro tip: seasoned gardeners know to harvest only for 6 weeks in the first few years to build strong roots. This supercharges future yields and avoids the nightmare of weak plants. Imagine plucking fresh spears from your balcony pot. It's low-maintenance bliss for seniors and beginners alike. Number 2. Rhubarb, the tart stalk superstar for pies and more. Next up is rhubarb, the bold perennial vegetable that's a dream for dessert lovers. With its large, crinkly green leaves and vibrant red or green stalks, it looks like a prehistoric plant in your garden. Native to Siberia, rhubarb has a rich history in Chinese medicine dating back thousands of years, valued for its laxative effects. Botanically, it's a vegetable, but used like fruit, high in vitamin K and antioxidants. Benefits shine bright. One plant can produce for 15 to 20 years, giving you 10 to 20 stalks per season. That's enough for pies without the $5 store bundles. It saves money on pricey imports and boosts health with fiber for gut regularity and calcium for bones. Dual perks, ornamental foliage and edible stalks. Risks include toxic leaves, oxalic acid, so never eat them. Stems are safe but tart, potentially upsetting stomachs if raw in excess. It can spread, but that's manageable. Practical tips for perennial crops like this. Plant crowns in spring or fall 4 inches deep in rich, moist soil with good drainage, spacing 3 feet apart in partial shade to full sun. Suited for USDA zones 3 to 7, extending to 11 in cooler microclimates. Water consistently to keep soil damp, mulch heavily to retain moisture, and divide every 5 years for vigor. Try Victoria for robust flavor or Timperley early for quicker harvests. Insider trick. Experienced folks harvest only outer stalks, leaving the center to regenerate. This prevents regret from overpicking and ensures endless tart treats. Perfect for urban gardeners and raised beds, it's a low-effort way to supercharge your kitchen. Number 3. Globe artichoke, the thistle-like delicacy that's garden art. Now, let's talk globe artichoke, a stunning perennial vegetable that doubles as a landscape showstopper. These thistle relatives boast silvery green, deeply lobed leaves up to 3 feet long, topped with large, edible flower buds that resemble pine cones. Hailing from the Mediterranean, artichokes have been enjoyed since ancient Greek times, symbolizing hope and prosperity. Science highlights their cynarin content, which aids liver function and digestion. Yields are impressive. Each plant offers 6 to 10 buds yearly for up to 5 years, slashing costs from $3 per artichoke at stores. Nutritionally, they're loaded with fiber, vitamin C and K, and folate, promoting heart health and antioxidants. Benefits include pollinator attraction and ornamental value. Risks? They can be invasive in warm climates and susceptible to aphids. Buds are safe, but overripe ones turn tough. For beginners seeking easy gardening tips, plant seeds or offsets 6 inches deep in fertile, well-drained soil, spacing 4 feet apart in full sun. Thrives in USDA zones 7 to 11, needing protection in cooler 5s and 6s. Water deeply twice weekly, especially during bud formation, and fertilize with balanced organic feed. Varieties like Green Globe for reliability or Imperial Star for faster maturity. Pro tip: cut buds when tight and firm. Veterans mulch thickly in winter to protect crowns, avoiding the disaster of frost kill. This perennial crop is ideal for seniors with limited space, growing in containers for that Mediterranean vibe indoors or out. Number 4, Jerusalem artichoke, the nutty tuber that's inulin-rich and resilient. Enter Jerusalem artichoke, also called sunchoke, a sunflower kin that's a perennial powerhouse underground. Tall stems reach 6 to 10 feet with yellow daisy-like flowers, hiding knobby potato-like tubers. Despite the name, it's native to North America, used by indigenous peoples for centuries. No relation to Jerusalem or artichokes. It's high in inulin, a prebiotic fiber for gut health. Benefits abound. Harvest 10 to 20 pounds per plant annually for decades, far cheaper than $2 per pound store prices. Great for diabetics with low glycemic index plus iron and potassium. Ornamental flowers brighten gardens. Risks: highly invasive via tubers, so plant in contained areas. Can cause gas from inulin if overeaten. Planting is straightforward for urban gardeners. Bury tubers 3 to 5 inches deep in loose, sandy soil, spacing 18 inches in full sun. Hardy in USDA zones 3 to 11. Water moderately, as they're drought-tolerant once established. Varieties like Stampede for smooth tubers. Care tip: dig in fall after frost for sweeter flavor. Seasoned trick. Leave some tubers in ground to perpetuate. This hack ensures no replanting regrets and multiplies your harvest effortlessly. A low-maintenance gem for beginners and seniors alike. Number 5. Horseradish, the fiery root for zesty flavor year after year. Horseradish steps in as our spicy perennial vegetable, with broad, crinkled leaves and a pungent root that's grated for condiments. Originating from Eastern Europe, it's been a medicinal staple for millennia, aiding respiration and digestion. Scientifically, its glucosinolates provide anti-cancer properties. Yields: one plant gives pounds of root yearly for 10+ years, saving on $1 per ounce jars. Health boosts include vitamin C and antimicrobial effects. Benefits: deters pests naturally. Risks: very invasive, so barrier plant. Roots irritate skin or eyes when grated. Wear gloves. Easy tips. Plant root cuttings 4 inches deep in deep, fertile soil, spacing 2 feet in sun or shade. Zones 3 to 9, up to 11. Water regularly but tolerate neglect. Variety Bohemian for mild heat. Pro tip: harvest in late fall. Experts divide roots every few years to control spread, turning potential nightmare into controlled bounty. Perfect for small spaces. Number 6. Egyptian walking onions, the quirky allium that propagates itself. Meet Egyptian walking onions, a fun perennial vegetable where tops form bulbils that walk and root nearby. Slim green stalks with clustered bulbs at tips, they're ancient Egyptian heirlooms, providing year-round onions. Harvest continuously, greens and bulbs for 15 years, cheaper than 50 cents per bunch. Rich in vitamins and sulfur for immunity. Ornamental and space-saving. Risks: can wander but non-toxic. Plant bulbils 1 inch deep in well-drained soil, spacing 6 inches in sun. Zones 3 to 10. Minimal water. No specific varieties. Trick: let bulbos fall to expand. Avoids buying more. Ideal for seniors' pots. Number 7. French sorrel, the lemony leaf for salads and soups. French sorrel is a tangy perennial green with arrow-shaped leaves, used since Roman times for its vitamin C to prevent scurvy. Yields leaves year-round for 10 years, saving on pricey herbs. High in antioxidants, aids digestion, ornamental ground cover. Risks: oxalic acid, moderate consumption. Can bolt in heat. Plant seeds shallowly in acidic soil, spacing 12 inches in partial shade. Zones 4 to 9. Water evenly. Variety: large leaf. Tip: pick young leaves, mulch to suppress weeds. Low effort for urban setups. Number 8. Lovage, the celery-like herb that's a perennial powerhouse. Lovage features tall, hollow stems and feathery leaves, tasting like intense celery. Historical use in medieval potions. Provides foliage and seeds for 20 years, cost-effective over $2 celery. Vitamins and diuretics. Attracts beneficial insects. Risks: phototoxic sap, strong flavor. Plant seeds 1/4 inch deep in rich soil, spacing 2 feet in sun/shade. Zones 4 to 8. Moderate water. Standard variety. Trick: use as natural pest repellent. Great for beginners. Number 9. Good King Henry, the forgotten perennial spinach alternative. Good King Henry offers spinach-like leaves and shoots, an old European crop rich in iron. Harvests for 15 years, cheaper than bagged greens. Nutrient-packed for anemia prevention. Dual edible/ornamental. Risks: mild oxalates, self-seeds mildly. Sow seeds surface level in fertile soil, spacing 18 inches in sun. Zones 3 to 9. Low water. No varieties noted. Tip: blanch shoots, harvest early to encourage regrowth. Number 10. Sea kale, the coastal crunch that's salt-tolerant and unique. Sea kale has bluish leaves and white shoots, historically foraged in Europe, high in vitamins. Yields blanched stems for 10 years, premium at markets. Detoxifying benefits. Ornamental. Risks: needs blanching, slow start. Plant crowns 4 inches deep in sandy soil, spacing 2 feet in sun. Zones 4 to 7 up to 11 coastal. Water sparingly. Variety lily white. Trick: cover for tender shoots. Patience pays off. Hey gardeners, if you're loving these easy gardening tips on perennial vegetables so far, like how asparagus and rhubarb can transform your space into a low-maintenance food haven, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps spread the word to more beginners and seniors just like you. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more secrets to endless harvests. Your support supercharges this channel. What's your favorite perennial crop so far? Drop it in the comments below. We've unlocked the magic of 10 perennial vegetables that promise endless harvests with just one planting, from the elegant spears of asparagus to the coastal crunch of sea kale. These low-maintenance wonders are perfect for beginners, seniors, and urban gardeners, thriving in limited spaces like balconies or pots across USDA zones 5 to 11. Remember the hook. No more slaving away replanting annually or watching grocery bills skyrocket. Instead, embrace these perennial crops for massive savings. Think slashing costs by 50% on fresh, nutrient-packed produce that's healthier than store-bought, loaded with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber to supercharge your well-being. They've got dual benefits too. Edible delights that double as ornamental beauties, turning your garden into a dream oasis without the nightmare of constant upkeep. As promised, here's your bonus tip. To multiply yields effortlessly, incorporate companion planting. Pair asparagus with tomatoes to deter pests naturally, or rhubarb with strawberries for mutual shade and soil enrichment. Seasoned gardeners swear by this hack, boosting production by up to 30% while keeping things organic and easy. Imagine harvesting forever without regret. So, what are you waiting for? Grab those seeds or crowns and start your perennial adventure today. Your wallet, health, and happiness will thank you. Happy gardening, friends! If this video sparked your green thumb, like, subscribe, and share your own perennial success stories or questions in the comments below. Let's grow together. See you in the next one.